Okay, hello everyone. This is going to be a video on the Outer Worlds, and this is the first one. And I love this game. It's yeah, it's just awesome. The game is great. The DLCs are great, and I do think that everyone should play this game. So that's why I'm making this video. But yeah, I've done a lot of playthroughs of this game. Um, I got I got a lot of achievements in this game. I think I got like um, I don't know. I think I got like I played this game like I played it like a little I think like a year or so after it came out. I think no, maybe a couple years after it came out. I played through the vanilla game, and when I bought the game, it just had all the DLCs. So it's like I played the vanilla game, and the DLCs, and this game is very replayable. There's You can play it as a good guy or a bad guy, so that's really cool. There's replay value there. I've played through. Uh, you can see the DLCs there on the side. Peril on Gorgon. Played through that a few times, and then Murder on uh, I think it's called Iranidos or Iridanos. Played through that a few times too. So the Peril on Gorgon DLC, it's it is it's more of it plays more like the vanilla game, like just more of like kind of like a space RPG, single player RPG. The Murder on uh, Iridanos, it's more of kind of like it's kind of like an investigative style DLC, which I think is really cool. You go to this new area and you have to like investigate like this whole area, and there's like just a lot of cool characters and quests and factions, and there's like um yeah, there's even like a if you select like certain choices, there's like, again, both the DLCs, you can play them different ways, different choices, and even the vanilla game, different choices. A lot of different endings in this game, good companions, but in the DLCs, there's like some different, depending on what choices you do with dialogue, or like there's a speech skill, there's like different kind of boss fights in the DLCs in the vanilla game, kind of depending on what choices you make with your build and your skills. So it's really cool. So, and this is made by Obsidian, so it's yeah, it's made by Obsidian, so same people that made Fallout New Vegas, and Obsidian's made lots of other games. But if you like, this game plays, it's a space RPG, so it plays like Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, and kind of like Skyrim. So not in those worlds, or not in those worlds of those games, but it plays similar kind of design way to those games, which is really awesome, and that's why I like it. And yeah, like I got a lot of the achievements this game. I think I've got like over in this one I got like I think over 70% of the achievements, I think, something like that. I got like I'm not trying to get all the achievements in this game, but there are some pretty cool achievements in this game if you're into playing for achievements. But yeah, I think I got like I think around like 70% of the achievements in this game, and it was a lot of fun to go and do different playthroughs and get some achievements, and just see different parts of the game. And then also, when this is the Xbox One version, but when the Spacer's Choice Edition came out, I got the upgrade for like $10 because I already owned this one, and I replayed through the whole game um, again, and a couple different playthroughs on the Spacer's Choice Edition. So when the Spacer's Choice Edition first came out, it did have some technical issues, like some stuttering and some graphical problems. But the Spacer's Choice Edition nowadays has lots of updates and patches. It's still good to play, but I do recommend playing this version. I know on PC, I think they got rid of this version on PC, so it's just the Spacer's Choice Edition. But I know I'm playing this on my Series S. If you just own the original Xbox One version or PlayStation 4 version, it'll just be on your console, and then you can play it backwards compatible on your consoles, or just play that version of it, and with all the updates and everything. But yeah, like on PC, it's only Spacer's Choice, but that's totally okay. You still get all the game in the DLC. Um, but I do recommend if you're playing on PlayStation or Xbox, like play the original version, like play the PlayStation 4 or play the Xbox One version. Like that's the best version, and it doesn't have any like crashing issues or technical problems or stuttering or anything, no graphical problems. Like it has all the updates in the DLC. It works really good. So just thought I'd mention that the original version is definitely the better one to play. But if you're on PC and it's just the Spacer's Choice Edition, or even if you're on a next generation console, if you just buy the Spacer's Choice Edition with all the updates, it should be fine. Um, but yeah, the original version, this one's a lot better. So yeah, I just thought I'd mention that. So yeah, if you like Fallout and kind of Elder Scrolls kind of style games, You'll definitely like this game. It's really cool. I've always loved space games, and space RPGs. I haven't played that many space games, but this is always a really great single player space game. So yeah, I haven't played this game in a while, so I don't have any save files, but let's make a new game. And I'm just going to go on story mode. A lot of cool difficulties here too. You've got story mode, normal, hard. This is a cool part of this game. It's called Supernova. I've never played it on this difficulty, but it is really cool if you want some extra difficulty. Um, but yeah, a lot of different stuff to read through here. But I think the main part, yeah, you can only fast travel to your ship. You can only sleep inside your ship. I'll read through it. Supernova mode is the hardest difficulty and can only be selected at the start of the game and is recommended for advanced players. Supernova mode adds additional challenges to the game. Um, if you reduce the difficulty below Supernova, you cannot re-enable it. Enemies have more health and deal more damage. You must eat, drink, and sleep to survive. Companions can die prematurely. Crippled body and limb conditions can only be healed with bed rest. Weapons and armor work very poorly at zero durability. You can only fast travel to your ship. You can only sleep inside your ship. You can only manually save while inside your ship, and autosaves are limited. So, um, just if you want some extra difficulty, it's a really, really cool kind of. It's basically just like kind of like survival mode. So really cool they have like survival mode in this game, kind of a thing. So yeah, really cool. I'm not interested in playing on the hardest difficulty. I don't play any of my games that I play on hard difficulty, like these kind of difficulties. Um, but it is there if you want to play it. So that's really cool. Um, Also another thing, this is a great game. I do have a video when I first started YouTube. It's on the Outer Worlds 2. If people want to go watch that, they can. I just played like the intro of the Outer Worlds 2 and kind of talked about it. But if you're never played the Outer Worlds, I think just play this first one. I don't recommend the second one. I never finished the Outer Worlds 2, and the reason is because there was just so many changes to the Outer Worlds 2. I really think that in the Outer Worlds 2, it's more of a kind of it's a very complex kind of RPG system. So it's yeah, the Outer Worlds 2 is there. The Outer Worlds 2, it's fun, but this first one is much better, and I just think the story in this one is a lot better. Yeah, if you want to play the Outer Worlds 2, you can. I think the Outer Worlds 2, I think, is a game, if you can get it on sale, just or play it on like play it on Game Pass or something, or buy it on sale, or like it's on PlayStation 5 too. I think it's called PlayStation Plus or whatever, like the subscription service that like it's PlayStation's version of Game Pass. If you want to play the Outer Worlds 2, it's not a game that I like that much. It's not a bad game, but it's like I know Outer Worlds 2. It's for me there were so many changes from the first game that I just like I didn't like it. Just yeah, like the Outer Worlds 2, and also with the Outer Worlds 2, like there was a lot of changes. It's a very complex RPG system. It's kind of for a specific type of a person, and and yeah, I mean the Outer Worlds 2, they're gonna make some more DLCs. There are gonna be some story DLCs for that. I do own those. I'm not gonna play those, but I did buy like I went to support Obsidian, so I bought the most expensive digital version of Outer Worlds 2. And from what I played the Outer Worlds 2, I did like the game, but again, Outer Worlds 2 is just it's a very complex game, a lot of changes. More if you're really into RPGs, you might like the game, but the Outer Worlds 2, it's all about your companions and just yeah, the story is okay, but I think that the first one's a lot better. And also, I found in Outer Worlds 2 there's a lot of depth to the Outer Worlds 2, but they're also kind of with the factions. There's not as much depth with the Outer Worlds 2. So in this first one, there's way more depth. You can just kind of go and join all these different factions and be good or bad. I, f- I feel like in the Outer Worlds 2, I feel like in the Outer Worlds 2, you kind of have to. It's like you just have to kind of go with what factions are there. You can't really. You can still be good or bad, but it's kind of like the first one did a lot better. But yeah, I just thought I'd mention that. So I don't think people should play the Outer Worlds 2. If you want to play the Outer Worlds 2, it's still a good game. But the Outer Worlds 2 is just not a great game. The first one is much better. But if you play this game and then you want to go play the Outer Worlds 2, you can. Like I said, I made a video on the Outer Worlds 2 when I started doing YouTube, so if people want to watch that, they can. It's just like me playing the intro and kind of talking about the game, but it's yeah, I just play the Outer Worlds 1, and then it just enjoy this game. The Outer Worlds 2 is kind of just there for if you want to play the sequel and if you want to kind of play kind of a more complex game like the Outer Worlds 2. But another thing with the Outer Worlds 2 is that there is like really no guides. The Outer Worlds 2, this first one, this game that I'm playing right now, it had a very successful, but with the second one, it was still successful in some ways, but it just didn't sell as many copies as Obsidian wanted to, or Xbox wanted them to sell, um, or it didn't sell as much like on PC and PlayStation 2. So yeah, the second one didn't really, um, didn't really sell that much. So they kind of it's like they people lost interest in the series, and I know they're not going to make an Outer Worlds 3. So so yeah, I looked at some other videos and stuff with this game, and I mean not the first one. The first one was very successful, so they made the second one, but they're not going to make a third one. So so yeah, but yeah, Outer Worlds 2, there's no guides for it either. So with the complexity of that game, there's no guides or anything. There's like a couple guides out there, but again, people that were playing the second one, again, it's just for a specific kind of a person that wants to play that kind of an RPG from Obsidian. Um, so yeah, just thought I'd mention that there's really not that many guides out there for that game. There's a couple, but not that many. Whereas with this one, the first one, people love this game. It sold really well, and there's a lot of people playing this game and a lot of guides out there, a lot of YouTube videos. So if you want to look stuff up about information on this game while you're playing it or guides or anything, there's a lot of stuff on this first one, which is really awesome. So yeah, just thought I would mention that. But yeah, let's just start playing. I'm just gonna go in story mode, and um, let's just leave that. Let's just leave it there. So cool thing, you can change your text size in this game. I'm just gonna leave it at default, or where I have it at. So, but yeah, this game has a and really good artwork and cutscenes and music and writing and characters, companions and plots, and just the factions and everything, reputation system, the unique weapons, the loot, the armor. It's just everything about this game is just awesome. So here is the character creation system, and you can actually take points out of stuff, and then you become below average, and then from there, you see all these red things. You get uh, kind of some penalties from being below average. So again, like you could just be like really lame and just be like below average, or you could be like really good. So really kind of cool. And another cool thing with this one here is too, intelligence. If you're below average, it says penalty. Critical hit damage is drastically reduced. Words are hard. So thinking no good. Dumb dialogue options unlocked. This is always really cool. You can play the game like completely dumb, and like there's a lot of different dialogue options. Also, if you're really dumb, there's like a secret ending that you can do. So that's really cool, I think. So and yeah, just a different way to play the game if you want to be really dumb. So that's really cool. So, but just for this video, I'm just gonna put everything to good. So this game there's a lot of really cool builds in this game, and yeah, a lot of really cool builds. But in general, like when you play this game for the first time, you'll probably just be kind of a jack of all trades. I'll show off some more of the leveling up system in a bit, but when you first play this game, the way it's designed, it's kind of just kind of a jack of all trades with you and your companions. You can just kind of, you know, um, you can just kind of be a jack of all trades kind of a thing. But if you continue to do more playthroughs after, you could kind of specialize in certain things and do different playthroughs. There's a lot of companions in this game, but there's a lot of choice. You don't have to take the companions. You can just play by yourself, and there's also skill levels, or I mean perk points or perk levels that you can upgrade to, and yeah, perk points you can upgrade, and you can just like be more powerful on your own. Like you don't have to do any of the companions. You can play it solo or recruit all the companions. So that is really cool. So yes, everything's going to be good, and then here's the skills, and they go up to 150. And let's find one. Here's an example. So after 50, I think it says that for all of them. So yeah, it says it for all of them. So after 50, you can specialize by adding points directly to dodge or block. So when you level up, I think you can start putting a lot of points into these things. And then once you get to 50, then after that, you can kind of specialize. And then they go all the way up to 100, they go all the way up to 150. So you're not going to get all those skill points in like one playthrough because there's like a level cap in this game. But I know in the Spacer's Choice Edition they increase the level cap. So depending on what version you're playing, but there is kind of a level cap in these games. Um, so only so much you can upgrade your character, but a lot of cool skills here and a lot of cool, again, you could be jack of all trades or you could specialize in certain things. So a lot of really awesome skills. For me, I'm going to go ranged and dialogue. So yeah, they go up by 10 points each. Let's do that, ranged and dialogue. And then these are kind of like traits, I guess, from kind of Fallout New Vegas kind of a thing. This game also has they're called the flaw system, and you as you play the game, you'll like unlock a flaw, and like you'll get a positive and a negative. So there's a flaw system, which is kind of cool if you want to customize even more. So a bit more depth to the gameplay, I think, which is really awesome. But yeah, a lot of different things here, just like kind of aptitudes. So these aren't like I think the trait system in New Vegas is like a little bit better, but this is still kind of similar to kind of a trait kind of a thing, just like an aptitude, but kind of similar if you want to get like a little bit of bonuses. But let's just go with um, one determination. Let's go with that, and then this is it could be a guy or a girl. So I'm going to be a guy, and again, a lot of customization here with your characters, and yeah, a lot of cool customization. I'm not going to customize or anything, but you have gender, face, and then you have hair, some hair customization, and then features. So some cool features. But let's go. I'll go with this one. Just go with a basic preset. Okay, and then you can also randomize or go with default. Um, see, I gotta enter my character name here. I gotta do this on my phone while I'm recording, so this might kind of look weird in the recording. Um, let's just type my name in. There we go. Press submit. Okay, there we go. That worked. That might look that might look weird in the recording, but that's okay. Just a quick little part. But there we go. I got my name. Okay, and then here's a summary of everything. So that is really nice. So let's start the game with this character. And I'm just going to skip through cutscenes and skip through dialogue. I'll show a bit of the dialogue off, but I don't want to spoil a lot of stuff for people. This is a pretty quick intro though. So like kind of like you're like this. I think it's like you're in like a cryopod, and yeah, you're in this like cryopod, and then I think this like doctor. I think it's like yeah, Doctor Phineas. I think Phineas Wells. He's like a doctor or scientist or something, but he like wakes you up from the cryo, and then he uh, sends you down to he sends you down to the first planet, the first area. And again, here we are in some gameplay, and this has just amazing graphics. So it's really awesome. There's no third person in this game; it's just first person, but that's totally okay. But yeah, so you start off here, and then see this guy under here. This is the guy you're supposed to meet, but he dies because he gets crushed by your pod. And then so this Phineas guy, you can help him, like that's the good guy playthrough, or there's a faction here called the Board, and you could side with the Board, and then you could be the bad guy. So just again, there's a good replay value here. If you want to be a good guy and side with Phineas, or side with the Board and be a bad guy, and get different endings. I think that's a really cool part of this game. And yeah, this is a pretty quick tutorial, but yeah, the graphics in this game are amazing. So it's very fun. So again, this game is not, it's not, you go to these certain areas and those areas are open world, but it's not as open world as like some other games. So there is some loading screens and everything, but the areas you go to are all open world. So that is really cool. And you do get a ship. So I'll show you the tutorial here. You get this ship, and you have a ship, and then you can go to this navigation map once you unlock it, and um, I'm not going to show off the navigation map because you have to play like this whole area to like go unlock it. But once people play this area, then they can unlock it. Like you kind of just like click on these different planets that are in the kind of little system that you're in, and you go to them, and then there's these open worlds. A lot of cool different ships you can go on. There's like kind of like some random kind of space events that you can go on. Like someone will try to board your ship sometimes. It's kind of like a scripted event. It's not like that. It's not that open world, but it is kind of there. Kind of like some different. Everything's like kind of on your ship. Like that's kind of like your hub. So that's kind of how it works. But yeah, here we are, and again, just like the Fallout games, there's kind of like some dismemberment here. So kind of like some, um, you know, dismemberment and like limbs fall on and off, kind of a thing. Um, it's not this game isn't as gory as like a Fallout game, but just some of the art styles like a little bit like that. But most of the time, like when you shoot an enemy, this game is kind of like they stay in one piece and just kind of like fall over, kind of thing, and die. And you can loot them, but as you can see here, it's got like a loot system, but there is a little bit of gore in this game, so um, does add to like the aesthetic of the game. So if you're kind of into like some of the Fallout kind of style of that, it's kind of a little bit like this, just like kind of more spacey, like more space vibes. But yeah, here's a stealth system. The stealth system in this game is pretty good. I never really did a lot of stealthy stuff in this game, but it is really cool. You can hide in the grass and it shows like the blackness of like kind of like an eye. So it's really cool. We're gonna sneak by those things. And let's keep going. I gotta sneak through here. But yeah, so really cool. And here's the time dilation. So yeah, so time dilation. Tactical time dilation. We'll unlock it here a bit more. But instead of VATS in this game, because the reason this game was made, The Outer Worlds was made, is because Obsidian couldn't get the Fallout IP again. So they made Fallout New Vegas, and then Bethesda didn't want to give them the Fallout IP again. I don't know if it was Bethesda or Xbox, like I don't really know, but the Fallout IP was specifically for Bethesda after New Vegas, and they wanted to make another Fallout game. They didn't want to buy the Fallout IP, but they wanted to make another Fallout game after New Vegas, and but they couldn't get the IP, so they made the Outer Worlds. So there's a bit of blood on the screen there. Um, and yeah, I'm just like looking through, showing off some of these, just kind of this cave. Some of the lighting and stuff is really cool. Um, but yeah, they made the Outer Worlds because they couldn't get the Fallout IP. So, and then here's an example of um, this is a good dialogue in this game, good humor and everything, good charm. But yeah, I can use my medical skill to patch this guy up quickly. So I'm just going to skip through this, but I'm going to persuade him. So yeah, then we get a gun. But yeah, so instead of VATS, you get this like tactical time dilation. We'll unlock it here in a second. So just kind of like showing off some of the lighting and everything. It is really nice. Always love the art style in this game. It's really good, and like the lighting and the shadows and the environments are really nice. So, actually, before we go out there, here's the inventory system. So, you've got character, you've got inventory, and you've got the journal, quests, and you got a map. So this is what I mean. Like this will be like an area, right? This is like the starting area, and this is, this is like you'll fast travel on your ship in the future. You go to different areas throughout the game, but like these little areas are open world. That's what I was saying before. You also have a codex, which is nice, and got a big inventory system, armor, healing, modifications. You can mod weapons. I'll show off workbench here in a little bit. General quests and junk. So also with character, you can level up. We've got perks, details, and reputation. So primary and secondary. So very nice. But let's keep going here. Here's a pistol and here's some reload animation. But let's see. I think that the slow time thing shows up right here. Yeah, there it is. So instead of VATS, like in Fallout, you have um, Yeah, you can slow down time. So let's try headshot. So yeah, you can slow down time, and you can go to other body parts, and you can use this with your skills and get different kind of critical shots. So, and these two, if you shoot these are explosive. So see my crosshairs goes like red. Those are explosive. I will show off some melee combat here too if I get a weapon. There's some melee. See, like when you kill a guy, they just kind of like fall over and die. So there's not too much gore in this game. But yeah, let's equip one. And again, you can see too, there's a whole, over time you have to repair everything. You can break them down for crafting, repair them, unequip them, or swap them. But there's melee in this game. So that's pretty cool. There is also, though, this one, there is sprinting, so you can sprint. So if you played the Fallout games, there's, Fallout 3 in New Vegas, there is no sprinting, but in this one, they did do sprinting, which is awesome. And let's go over here. I'll show the loot system so we can just kind of go and collect everything. And showing off some loot. I don't have enough lockpicks for that. So again, there's like, in this game, there's hacking and lockpicking, but there's no mini game. You just kind of have to have the requirement for a terminal. And then with this, you just have enough of the, what are they called? I think they're called mag picks or whatever. Yeah, mag pick. So if you have enough of them, then it just uses them up, and you can like open containers. And then same with hacking, you'll go to a computer terminal, and there's no mini game or anything. You just like kind of have the skill requirement. You can hack into it, and that's how it is, and you just get experience. So it still works really good for the user interface. It's more simplified than like kind of like the Fallout or Elder Scrolls games, but it still works really good. I don't think there's any other. But again, too, like if you want to stealth too, here you can go into the grass and everything, which is nice. But you can also eat food. Actually, I could show off a bit here too. I'll shoot these, and there we go. See, they blow up, and there's some animations there, some smoke. Pretty cool. You can't cook on campfires or anything. Well, I'll show off some melee gameplay here. If anyone out there, if you do play the second Outer Worlds, there is a third-person mode, but you have to toggle it in the settings. But if you want to have a third-person mode, there's like a close one and a far one for third-person mode. In the second one, if you want to, it works really well. Like when I was playing the Outer Worlds 2 before, it does work quite well. I think I showed off third-person in my video of the second one, but in this game, there's just first-person. There's no toggle or anything, but that's totally okay. So yeah, just even more amazing graphics and everything here. So let's keep, wait, I was going to show off, I think you can, where is it, food or whatever? I think you just eat the food, right? I think so. Yeah, hold A to use. Yeah, there we go. So in this game, you kind of have to hold a button to use something, but I think that's how it works. I don't think you can just like eat stuff like in the environment. I don't think it's like that. But there we go. Like ate a piece of bread. Here's the healing system. So you have to get these Adrena, and there's obviously you can upgrade this consumable slots, and it's like an inhaler. But you can just buy them and or craft them, I think. But also in this game, there's a currency system, so you can get money in this game. There's trading and everything. There's like these vending machines. I don't think there's any vending machines like in this starting area, but there's vending machines you can go and you can trade at, or certain stores and NPCs. But the vending machines are in certain areas, so you don't have to like kind of fast travel all the time. But yeah, the healing system, yeah, you just go like this. Obviously, I have full health, but then you heal. So that's how it works. I think it works pretty good. And then also, again, you can slow time in melee and everything too. So really cool. And then this is the ships. This is the unreliable. This is the ship you get. But to get this ship out flying into the the solar system, you have to go C2 up there. There's a ship just flying over there. So really cool. But yeah, to get the ship going, you have to like complete this whole area. So um, you have to do like this entire area, and you have to do all the quests and everything. But this first starting area is awesome. A lot of different factions and quests and companions and everything. A lot of different choice and consequence. So really, really cool. Side quests, exploration are good. So so yeah, we're just gonna skip through this. I just don't want. Let's see. I don't want, because here's the thing: is like these NPCs can die, and again, it adds to replay value. Like if a certain NPC dies, then they die, and then like other NPCs like can show up and everything. But I'm just gonna say, don't worry. I'll handle it. So yeah, now they won't die. But they're not like essential NPCs, but still, it does kind of affect some of the dialogue. But again, yeah, you get this ship, and we'll go inside the ship here in a bit. We just have to finish off these marauders. I think, yeah, you can block too. So there's blocking if you want to block, which is cool. So yeah, really cool, I think, for melee. Obviously, as you get better guns and everything, you can deal more damage and you can take more damage. There's hip fire. Just loot everything. Just want to show off more of the loot system, get some extra ammo. Also, I'll show off, we got a helmet. Let's put a helmet on. There we go. And I think there's some settings in the game where you can make helmets. Yeah, I think you can hide helmets. There's like some settings you can hide helmets, like in conversation or like with your companion. So a lot of settings in this game to customize. But yeah, this is our ship that we get, and yeah, you get this whole area. I'm not going to explore the whole ship just because for people that haven't played this, they can go explore it. But you can start off here and you get like a shotgun, weapon parts. This is like see if I can equip those. You can equip 4 weapons, I think, right from the start. There we go. And we got a shotgun, another example of a cool weapon. We got this two-handed weapon. So I'm going to stick with the shotgun because that's really cool. But yeah, lots of the ship to explore, and all your companions go on here. So like your companions stay here when you're not, but when you leave certain companions behind and you're playing with other companions. Like in this game, you can have a party that you have like 2 companions at a time, and then so you have like kind of like a little party, which is kind of cool. But here's a workbench you can modify. And then also you can tinker. So this is a cool thing in this game. Instead of like having to go loot all the time and find certain weapons, what you can do is you can just spend money. The currency of this game, I think they're called bits. But you have this currency, and then you can just pay money to upgrade the levels of your weapons, which is really cool if you want to. It's a bit expensive, but if you have the money, you can upgrade stuff. Also in this game, there's science weapons, and you get like you have to go find these science weapons. You get like these unique effects and everything. So that's really cool. And there's some achievements in the game for doing the science weapons, doing a lot of things with science weapons. There's like some achievements for those. But yeah, you can break stuff down, you can repair and tinker and modify. So it's just like some cool crafting, I think. And obviously other areas have crafting too. And then Adrena. So there's a bit of loot here too. And again, yeah, there's like a whole upstairs here too. Also in this game too, you get it like I think pretty early on, but it's kind of like this disguise system. It's like a kind of a cloaking system, but it works when you go to like, for an example, like let's say there's a doorway here, right? Later on in the game, there'll be like kind of like a hologram of like a security thing. It's like, oh, do not enter, but like you have this kind of like this kind of like hologram kind of thing, and it's like a disguise, and you would walk through, and this like purple bar would show up on the bottom, and then from there you're kind of like have like this time limit of like NPCs think you're someone else. So that's kind of another cool element of that kind of stealth system that they added in. Um, and then there's also you can just there's like vents and everything. I think you can climb through, and different ways to sneak around environments. So it's got a pretty good stealth system, and then also just like that kind of like the sky system you unlock that like later on. That's kind of cool. But yeah, I'm not going to go through the ship just because people should explore that on their own. But there's a quest up here. So this is the star map here, but we don't have it unlocked. But this is where you would go to travel to other planets, which is pretty cool. And it's just a little user interface, like a map. And then from there, you just kind of click on it and go to some other area, just like some loading screens, but it's still pretty cool. And this is Ada. She's like the assistant on your ship. She's an AI. Let's just skip through this here. And yeah, let's just keep going. So yeah, we have to find the part, and then that starts. I'll go to the first city here, and that'll kind of be it for this video. So yeah, I'll show the level up system here quick too. So we leveled up, and again, you start off with, you do your build, but we get a lot of points right away, and yeah, we can just like start leveling up. So they go up because you get so many points, right? I'm going to put it into just dialogue and ranged. And you just press accept, and then level up 2, and you get a perk point. So different stuff, you get tier 2, tier 3. So requires more previous perk points to unlock more things. Also with your companions, they level up with you too, and you can customize their own level up system, like with their perks and skills and everything. The companion system, it's not as kind of complex as your system, but you can still level up your companions, which is pretty nice. But let's just go for some more base health. And yeah, there we go. So that's how leveling up works. And yeah, and then our quest here, I'm just gonna go to the first city and that'll be it. But also, if you botch a quest, there's botch quests in the user interface, which is nice. Completed quest, then main quest, and then yeah, there's exploration in this game, and there's the exploration is good in this game, and also just the quest, the side quests, and everything, and just dialogue, everything's really good. So yeah, find a power regulator. Really cool with the quest log here too, with just like the artwork that's in the quest, which is really nice that they have like some artwork there. And then yeah, so then these people show back up. So yeah, I'm just gonna say that I'm just show off the lying system. Just say, oh, I'm a safety inspector, and then yeah, that's it. And they just kind of like leave you alone. Um, but yeah, really awesome. So let's go to the first city, which is up here, and that'll kind of be it for this video. So yeah, let's keep going. And yeah, just showing off some more of the graphics here. Really nice stuff. And yeah, let's keep going. Let's try out this gun here. Kind of cool that you get this gun like right away from the ship. And there we go. It's almost like a one-shot almost. It's kind of a more close range one. I could do it slow-mo here. There we go. Oh, I kind of think I missed that. Or, oh no, he just a lot of damage. So yeah, really cool. And yeah, this game, you do level up quite quickly in this game. So one thing I liked about replaying this game was that you do level up pretty fast, which is nice. So if you're replaying, and there's a cinematic mode too, kind of like some kill cams. But yeah, you do level up quickly in this game, which I actually did like. Makes it more fun to replay. And yeah, this game, to do everything in this game, like this isn't the longest game in the world. It's about the same length, I think, as probably Fallout 3 or New Vegas and their DLCs. So to do everything in this game, yeah, doing everything in this game is, I don't know, probably I'd say around like 30 hours probably to do everything in the game. So similar to like, I mean, yeah, probably about like 30 hours, I think, to do everything in the game. So kind of similar to like a Fallout 3, New Vegas kind of a thing. So there's a good length to it, but if you're replaying and everything, different ways, might be a bit shorter. Some parts of this game are a bit shorter with certain ways of playing, but it is still, there's a lot of content here, which is really nice, and lots of replay value. But yeah, here's some more water and everything, which is really awesome. And just the planets and everything, and the skies and the moons, really awesome. So yeah, we're going up here, and you can holster your weapon too, which is nice. I'm gonna holster my weapon, but But yeah, we are here, and yeah, this is the first area, and yeah, you can start talking to NPCs if you want to, and start doing side quests, start exploring. Um, just make sure you have, keep leveling up your character, upgrade your weapons. Make sure you got ammo and everything, and yeah, just keep playing. So it's just a lot of fun. So I'll head to the first town here in a bit, but I just like kind of want to go up here and just see some of the water and the mountains, everything out there. So really cool. And every area you go to, there's different kind of graphics. So it is really nice. There's like a bridge over here. So there's a lot of, kind of cool stuff. I don't think you can swim in this game. I have no idea. I don't think you can swim. I don't even know if there is any deep water. I don't remember swimming in this game. I also know in the Outer Worlds 2 that there's no swimming, so I don't think you can swim in this game, but that's totally okay. Um, a lot of games don't have swimming, but that's okay. You still have like really good water graphics. So yeah, and as you explore too, let's go to the map. Yeah, as you explore, you kind of unlock different things, but I'll show some fast travel. Actually, let me unlock this first city, and then I'll show a bit of fast travel, and that'll kind of be it. So yeah, we are in the first city, which is awesome. And sometimes this game, it does take a while to load, so it's not too bad. But just let you know, does take a while to load. Quite a few RPGs out there take a little while to load, but that's okay. So let's just let it load, and then there we go. But yeah, that's the first city, and then from there you can just start doing quests or exploring, and yeah, I think all the content in this game is really awesome. So it's a lot of fun, and yeah, let's just show off some fast traveling. We have to go. Oh yeah, so there's local and then region. So yeah, I'll show some fast traveling quickly. So just a loading screen, and then yeah, loading screen, and then maybe we just fast travel to our ship, and then we can just fast travel back to that city. So yeah, that'll be it for this video. So yeah, there we go. Just fast traveled. Oh yeah, also in this game, I think there's a day and night cycle. I could go find a bed maybe. I think there's like a day and night cycle, but I know that the lighting does change. Let me go find a bed. There's one in here too. If I go up to like the captain's quarters, I don't think I'm gonna spoil because there's a lot of content with this ship. If I go up here, no, we're on security lockdown. Um, yeah, I can't get into anything. You have to like do more stuff to unlock, get power to the ship to unlock more stuff. But yeah, if you play this, I think if you use a bed or whatever, I think you can. I don't think there's just like a weight system. No, there's no like weight system. So I think you have to like use a bed, but I know there's like kind of a day night system in this game, which is cool. But yeah, so as you can see, like different times of day, so really cool. I guess I'll run back to the first city and kind of some different lighting here. But yeah, also when you explore in this game, like there is like kind of like it's kind of similar to Fallout, but like you find like these. I guess they're kind of like these audio logs. You can find audio logs. You can find computers, and you can read notes. There's like some audio logs. There's computers you can read. So kind of stuff like that. So it's kind of similar to Fallout. There's lots of different things to read and interact with, which is awesome. And yeah, it's just some different kind of time of the day. So just seeing how the sky kind of changes. So it's really cool. But yeah, let's go back into the city, and that'll be it for this video. So yeah, this is like one of my favorite games. I've played this game a lot. I really like this game, so that's why I wanted to make this video on it. I do think everyone should play this game. It's really awesome. And yeah, so let this load up, and that'll be it for this video. So cool. It's got cool loading screens though. So yeah, but this Outer Worlds, it's just got its own really cool, unique and original kind of world. So that's why I think it's awesome. So yeah, so here's just the city kind of more just at nighttime. So yeah, so yeah, Outer Worlds. This one is awesome. So yeah, I wanted to make a video on this because I think everyone should play this game in the DLCs. So yeah, I had a lot of fun making this video, and yeah, this is just one of my favorite games. So if you like Fallout 3, if you like Fallout New Vegas, if you like Skyrim, you'll definitely like this Outer Worlds game. It's really awesome, and yeah, it's one of my favorite games. Played it lots, and the DLCs are awesome too. And just an amazing game, amazing world, and a lot of replay value with this game, and just really fun RPG, really fun single player game. So a lot of interesting content, really fun content. So yeah, I think everyone should play this game. So and like I said too, with the Outer Worlds 2, you can play the Outer Worlds 2 if you want to. I'm not gonna. I have a video of Outer Worlds 2, like with some of my older videos on YouTube. I have an Outer Worlds 2 video. People can watch it if they want to. In the future, I'll probably just make. I'm just gonna make a my thoughts video on the Outer Worlds 2. Just because like I'm not interested in playing that game, and I'm not interested in finishing it or anything. Here's another thing too. If you just like leave it idle too, you can see your character, which is cool. But yeah, this game it's got good companions and everything too, so that's really awesome. But so I think I'd already talked about companions. But yeah, the companions all have quests and everything too, so the companions in this game are awesome. But yeah, Outer Worlds 2, I'll just make like a my thoughts kind of video on that in the future. Because I've already made like a gameplay video on it. So people can watch that if they want to. But just play the first Outer Worlds. You don't need to play the second one. The first one's way better. But the second one, if you're interested in kind of more complex kind of RPGs. The second one is still a good game. Just get it on sale or play it on like a subscription streaming service or something, and like Game Pass or PlayStation Plus or whatever. Or just I think you buy if you want to buy it on Steam or something. Just like play it. Don't spend full price in the Outer Worlds too. I think that this first Outer Worlds you could buy this one for it's not too expensive. I don't think this Xbox One version I don't think is that expensive. I know the Spacer's Choice Edition is a bit expensive, but I think Spacer's Choice is still it's still worth the money. I think I'm not sure how expensive it is, but I do recommend this like original version. It's a lot better. But Outer Worlds is definitely worth the money. It's awesome. But yeah, like I said, the second one, this the second one. You don't have to play the second one. The second one is kind of only for people that kind of like kind of more complex Obsidian RPGs. That's what I would say about the Outer Worlds 2. Outer Worlds 2 is not a bad game. It's not a great game. It's just a good game. It's still a good game, but you don't have to play the second one. Just play the first one and enjoy this first one. So yeah, that's all I got to talk about in this video. So yeah, so yeah, just want to make this video and I had a lot of fun making this video. But yeah, I don't have anything else to say. So yeah, that'll be it for this video. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.